Scrapbook time. Packers running back shrugs off dome jinx. Talking about the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome of the Minnesota Vikings. I don't need to read that one. Hmm. Well, here's more about Brett Favre. No issue. Okay, so it starts off trouble ahead. Green Bay Packers. No issue will overshadow the return of quarterback Brett Favre from a substance abuse problem. He will be drug tested up to 10 times a month. That's a lot. As a part of the NFL's treatment program, somewhat pushed to the background is the frailty of defensive end Reggie White's left hamstring. White says the hamstring torn last year is fully healed. With White's playing time likely reduced, it is critical for the underachieving linebackers to get their act together. A complimentary high five. Robert Brooks, could avoid double team coverage if young receivers Freeman or Mays can be threats. Well, Antonio Freeman became a threat. So here's Robert Brooks. Should I read that one? Nah, I don't need to read everything. Gotta be selective sometimes. I have a lot of sports articles and photos in here, but I haven't watched sports in a long time. I just lost interest. I just prefer to do other things. But I sure was kind of obsessed with it at the time. Okay. Packers step it up a notch. Ultimate team concept. Keys Green Bay. 26 teams exceeded NFL salary cap. Packer fans eager from San Francisco tickets. Talking about the playoffs, I guess. Oh, okay. So here's I saved a horoscope. Um, I used to occasionally look at horoscopes, but it just seemed like lots of times when I'd look at them, it just seemed like it could apply to anyone, no matter when they were born. But sometimes uh, there's these horoscopes that they feel like they're just meant for me. So I can see how some people might uh, get into horoscopes because sometimes they do kind of feel like they align with your life at the time when you read it. So I'm Cancer the Crab because I was born on June 27th, 1978. So the horoscope for Cancer here is on this day. I don't know when it was. So it says, someone may mislead you or hurt your feelings today. Kind of makes you want to not trust people after reading that. Be careful if tempted to confide in newcomers. Trying to make me paranoid? Privacy is important to achieving your financial goals. Well, I was involved with someone who helped put me in a lot of debt. I'm not sure if that time period aligns with the day that this was printed in the newspaper, though. Favre voted NFL's top player. Brett Favre, NFL MVP for 1995. Here's a photo of Brett Favre. He looks real young there. He got a little gray since then. All right. Favre near top of the mountain. Um, hmm. I guess I don't need to read that. Johnson apparently is Dolphins' man. Um, well, I guess I'll read that. Okay. Jimmy Johnson is the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins. His mother told the Associated Press on Wednesday night. Uh, Aline Johnson, speaking by telephone from her home in Port Arthur, Texas, said the announcement will be made at 4 p.m. today. Jimmy is very happy, she said. He just loves coaching, and he's very happy to be getting back in it. I was scared he might do that, get back in it, but I told him if that's what he wants, that's what I want. Johnson succeeds Don Shula, the winningest coach in NFL, who retired last week after 26 years with the team. That's a long time to be a head coach. In the NFL, 26 years? Yeah. He had been widely criticized by fans for the team's disappointing season, in what he said was his most troubling season after 33 seasons as coach in the NFL. Yeah, he coached somewhere else before that. I think Baltimore. I think. Uh, Cleveland mayor makes pitch for Browns. Cleveland Mayor Michael White presented his case to NFL owners on why the Browns should not leave town, but overturning the intended move to Baltimore remains a long shot. We in Cleveland still have a very, very long way to go, White said after the 3-hour meeting of two NFL committees and a Cleveland delegation of political and business leaders. White said one accomplishment was showing the NFL's stadium and finance committees that the city's $175 million financial package to induce Browns owner Art Modell to stay in Cleveland was solid. The next step is for the committee to meet with Modell and hear his case. Yeah, so the Cleveland Browns moved to where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Baltimore. Okay. The Cleveland Browns moved to Baltimore and became the Ravens. So a team, the Cleveland Browns, who never even went to the Super Bowl, uh, moved and became a completely different team, the Baltimore Ravens. And then after that, the Baltimore Ravens um, won the Super Bowl. So probably Cleveland Brown fans were like pretty angry about that because if would the Cleveland Browns, if they had stayed in Cleveland, would they have won a Super Bowl? Or was it nope, nope, you got to move to Baltimore and become a different team. Then you can win the Super Bowl. Okay. Here is I don't know how well this is going to show up, but so there's some writing. This is an application here to the fast food restaurant Taco John's, and there's some writing on the top. I don't know how well this writing on the top, because it's in pencil. I don't know how well it's going to show up. Yeah, yeah, I think you might be able to see that. Okay, so this is an application, a blank application for the fast food restaurant Taco John's. And on the top it says, "Wouldn't you rather work here than where I was working at the time?" It's kind of funny because it's a question, so it's got a question mark at the end of the sentence at the top of the application, but then it also has an upside down question mark at the beginning of that sentence, which I think is strange. The only other time I saw an upside down question mark at the front of a sentence was when I was taking Spanish class, so maybe that's why they did that, because they were taking Spanish class. I don't know if the upside down question mark happens in other language classes, but yeah, I remember that in Spanish class. Okay, so I went through the drive-through of Taco John's here, and I was wearing my work hat from the other fast food restaurant that they're referring to with a question on top. So they saw I was working at a different fast food restaurant, and they said, "Wouldn't you rather work here at Taco John's?" So it was a girl. So I was like thinking like, is this a flirting moment here? So uh, I decided to save that application because it was like, wow, is she flirting with me? But that never went anywhere. But it was still kind of a funny moment in my life. Um, More sports stuff. Reggie White back on field, leg surgery canceled. Here's Reggie White. He was a good player. He's pretty religious. I think he might have been a preacher too. He died young too. I think he was only in his 40s. I think he was referred to as the minister of defense. Okay, I'll stop now.